Welcome back, friend. Now we discuss about the next topic from the chapter food, nutrition, and health. Okay, so in a previous video, we discussed about the food. Okay, just by the food. Now we discuss about this nutrition. Okay, so in the previous video, we discussed the food and its function. Okay, social, physiological, psychological. Now we discuss the meaning of nutrition. First the nutrition. So what is mean by the nutrition? That is nothing but meaning of nutrition. So nutrition means what happened to food once it enter the mouth and balance in a relationship health and disease, or is a process from the ingestion of food up to the what disposal of waste. Means up to these whatever comes, what comes, the digestion, then what absorption, then assimilation, and what disposal of waste, ingestion, that all comes in a nutrition. That overall process is called nutrition. Okay, or you can say what happened to the food once it enter the mouth, and the balance, the relationship of health and disease, that is called nutrition. Means once that we whatever we eat. Okay, so complete, this is the complete process. So anything, any food, what happened to that food. Okay, so as the food is what happened to that food. Are you getting the point my what I say? As we eat the food, means as we enter the food in our mouth, the process is started from that up to the whatever the happen in our body, that breakdown, that food is breakdown, that food, whatever the happen, the food is breakdown by the enzymes, then dispose of everything that comes in a nutrition. Okay, and what is food? Food is anything that nourishes the body. That material is called what? Food. That is different point. Okay, and what happened to that food is called a nutrition. Then next point is the nutrients, then action, interaction, and balance. Okay, how this nutrients action, interaction, and balance. So there are mainly two nutrients, as you already some of you know, that the micronutrient and macronutrient. Okay, so macro and micro. Okay, pronounce very carefully. When I say the micro, then this is come next second. When I say the macro, then first. Okay, so the macro means larger amount, the nutrient that require our body in larger amount, that is called a macronutrient. Okay, and the nutrient that require in smaller amount, that is called a micro, mi. Okay, then example of this interaction and balance. Okay, for example, if the phosphorus in our bodies increases, okay, if this phosphorus increases, this sign is delta sign. Okay, so this sign I show just phosphorus increase, to increase, shows the phosphorus is increase. Okay, so this is not a okay, or what standard or anything standard symbol, I just put it down. Then for if the phosphorus is increased in our body, then what happen? The calcium is prevented from absorption. Okay, then what happen? This imbalance is created between the phosphorus and calcium in our body, because phosphorus increases and calcium is decreases. And this calcium and this phosphorus, calcium and phosphorus, both are what? Minerals, nothing but what? Nutrients. Okay, means these two nutrients is interrelated with each other. When one is increases, other is prevented. When other is increases, the one is prevented. Okay, these two are just have to balance. Okay, so if the phosphorus increases, then calcium is decreases. Okay, so what happen here? Imbalances create between these two, phosphorus and calcium nutrient. Then this is corrected. What means what? Now the comes the balance. So this balance by this phosphorus and calcium, how balance? By consuming the food supply of these two nutrient in a correct proportion. Okay, when we consume this calcium and phosphorus containing food or nutrients, that the called what? That is called balance. That is balance. So these nutrients are interrelated with each other. Some nutrient, this phosphorus and calcium. Okay, then the handling of food. Okay, So in handling of food and nutrient by the body. Okay, so when I talking about the food, so food contain what? Nutrients. Food what contain? Nutrients. And when food from the food, when the food is break down, then the nutrient is releases. Okay, when food is break down, then nutrient is releases. Okay, so in a when food is digested, then the nutrient is available for absorption. Okay, so the mouth, as we eat the food, as we take a food in our mouth, then we chew, then we swallow, then that enter from the esophagus, then enter into the stomach, and in stomach the enzymes releases pepsin and all this enzyme. Then what the whatever the glands they secrete secrete pancreatic juice, and liver secrete biles, all that enter into the stomach and then break down the food. And then in intestine, that is as they enter into the intestine after the stomach enter into intestine, that is become utilizable form now. Okay, so what next is what happen? Absorption of food. Okay, several nutrients is available, and that nutrient is what absorbed into the blood via what that intestinal walls. From that intestinal wall, nutrients what suck or is what is absorbed and transported to the cell, that is called assimilation. Okay, as they transport it to the cell, then the cell utilize that nutrient to what? To for the metabolism, for making the substances or the byproduct, whatever the require for that cell. Okay, that is called or for example, nutrient glucose is a nutrient, carbohydrate nutrient. So the glucose is what? For a catabolism in a cell, to release the energy. So that process started. So this is how the body is what handle the food. Okay, then next is a social, psychological, and economic. Okay, so economic, this is economic. Then aspect of nutrition, social, physiological, and economic aspect of what I'm talking about. Nutrition, not food. First is nutrition, first is food, this is nutrition. In previous video we talking about food, this is about nutrition. Process is a process, that is food, don't confuse. Okay, so first point is our in this topic, acceptability of particular dietary pattern and food include. Okay, so acceptability of dietary pattern means what? Suppose patient or suppose a patient or any person want to goes to the dietitian. Okay, and they and dietitian suggests them one of the diet plan to lose the weight or to gain the weight. Okay, you can consider any example, to gain weight or lose weight, and dietitian gives them a dietary plan. And when that person calculate the cost of these dietary plan or the foods, then it's very high. Okay, or the some of the food items is what is not in their social culture or not in their religion, or they not accept that food. So all this point we have to what? Consider when we, yes, give the diet plan to the person. Okay, so that is tell in this third point, this 3 point. Okay, so suggest a diet plan, person not accept. Why not accept? Because the social culture reason. Maybe that person is, for example, that is vegetarian, or dietitian gives them a fish oil, then they not accept it because they are very spiritual person supposed to. I'm not saying anything, I'm just give you an example. Okay, then reason. Okay, reason is what? Social background. And reason why not accept that? Because the social background, the reason reaction to the particular food atom. Okay, this two is two times. Okay, this is a mistake, typing mistake. Okay, so particular food atom, reaction to the particular food atom. Just I am taking that fish oil given dietitian, and that reaction I not accept that. So that person is reacted to that food atoms. Okay, then the economic consideration, as I am telling that the food atom are very expensive. That is not expensive, that is not available, that is available to only 1 to 2 store. How can they buy them? Okay, or that is very expensive, even that present in Amazon, but that is very expensive and they not afford it. So This social, physiological and economic consideration is very important for the nutrition aspect. Okay, so this food, whatever happened to that food. Okay, so if the food is available and is affordable, okay, then the next point is the in depth all these social, cultural and physiological aspect. Okay, all these in a detail now. The first is the social cultural aspect of eating. Okay, that is just give you this whole slide is just give you an idea. Now we discuss in depth. Okay, the social cultural aspect of eating. Food is what is a life giver. Food is a life giver. Without food we cannot live. Okay, then the sattvic, there are three kinds of food according to Ayurveda. One is a sattvic food, second is the rajasic food, and then the tamasic food. Okay, so sattvic food or sattvic food is a specific qualities of specific food. What is sattvic food? The food, specific food have the specific qualities. Okay, the fruit, for example, fruit is a one of the example. Apple have the specific qualities. Okay, just like that, specific qualities. Bananas have the specific qualities. These are example. For example, oats have the specific qualities. The food have the qualities they have the specific quality that contain vitamins or fiber. For example, oats contain fiber, so that is speciality of that food. Then increase in a intellectual capacity, and these kind of food, they have specific qualities. Food, sattvic food, that food is increase our intellectual capacity, creativity, energy, cheerfulness in our body. This kind of food, sattvic food, is a good food. Okay, then for example, milk products are an example of sattvic food. Then the rajasic food, this rajasic food is what food stimulate a passion. The food which stimulate our passion, that is called a rajasic food. Then the tamasic food is what, that's stale or reheated food or tasteless, impure food, that is called what, tamasic. Reheated food that not contain any nutrient, that contain very less nutrient because that is reheated, and that is in the hotels, reheated food in small hotels and or maybe in a big hotel also they're doing. Okay, they make a large quantity of foods and then reheat it and then serve to the customers. So that is tamasic food, that is tasteless and that is impure and that not contain nutrients. Okay, so sattvic means that specific food contain specific quality, that is sattvic. Sattvic means SS, you can say specific food, specific qualities. Then the rajasic means what, stimulate passion, and tamasic is a is a bad food, we can say, that is reheated food. Then a tolerance, next point in the social culture aspect of eating is a tolerance and adaptability to varied eating habit is a healthy sign of progress. Okay, this is a what, this is a golden sentence, that tolerance and what, adaptability to varied eating habit make ourselves become tolerant and what, adaptable, we can adaptable and to varied eating habit. Okay, so different eating habit we must have, not only roti and sabzi, not roti sabzi, no, you have to change your habit of eating something. You can, even someone cannot eat oats, they have to try to eat oats, they have to try to eat what, different foods like different food. Okay, try to eat the egg. If someone is vegetarian, try to eat a egg. Try to eat the something that they cannot eat, but that is come in their what, social culture reason, or they have, or they're in a, they can accept that food. Okay, so try to varied food or eat a various food, so to get a nutrient. Okay, balanced nutrients, so to balance all the nutrients or to get all the nutrients. Okay, then the food acceptance, this is most important. Food acceptance, so community easily accept food rich in nutrient. Community easily accept the food rich in nutrient. Keep in mind when talk about improving or modifying related practice, community not easily accept that food is even in nutrients and rich in nutrient. Community easily accept food rich in nutrient or accept, no. Keep in a food, keep in a mind when talk about improving or modifying food related practice. Okay, food related practice we must have. When you talk about improving or modifying, we must have information, practice. Okay, information. Then the what, psychology of eating. What is psychology of eating? So factor influence the choice of food, such as advertisement, attitude of other people around us. Okay, for example, and the child is watching a advertise, and in that advertise, the showing the milk is, showing the milk is very, showing the biscuit is very tasty, or the kurkure is very tasty. And then what, their choice of food is automatically decided by the advertisement. Even they not wanted to eat, then also the, due to the advertisement, due to the that presentation, what, the food that the child is attracted, and they, yes, argue to her mother to buy them. Okay, so this is the food influence. But choice of food our influenced by the advertisement and people around us, that decide our choice of food, we not decide. But we, how we decided? By gaining the knowledge about the food. Okay, then the reaction to these influence often determine both what we eat and how much we eat. That is also decided. Okay, reaction to these influences, okay, advertisement and people around us, what eating, that what, how, what we eat, okay, and how much we eat, that both are decided by what we eat and how much we eat. Then the economic of the food, economic of food. So economic of food is what, the cost. Okay, economy of food or eating, economy of eating, what, the cost of, economic consist means what, the money, cost. Okay, food cost or money, food cost or money, you can say. Reaction to the people and distributed to all section, reach of a people and distributed to all section. Okay, so the food is reached to the people and they distributed to all the section of the country. Okay, in India, the still the distribution is a problem and not get enough food in large section of population. Okay, so in a number of the areas where the food is not distributed, not enter. Okay, so they have to depend on the somewhat animal food, some, you know, as you know that there are some, I can say, we can say that Adivasis, or in that some places or some in small villages the food is not distributed. Then the concept of health, this topic we discuss in next video. I hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you.